Yeah, I'm West End Goldie from Stick Talk Tactical. Today, I'm going to explain to you how felons can restore their gun rights. Now, to those who know me know my background, my story, and to those who don't, I'm going to explain to you. I was a convicted felon for 13 years. I'm not going to say the charges, but I will say it ain't no chomo shit. It ain't no thieving shit. It's just some other shit, you feel me? So I was a convicted felon for over 14 years actually, and I restored my gun rights. Well, in the state of Indiana, if you have a felony and a DOC number, you can have that too, because I had one. I had a felony and a DOC number. They reworded the expungement law or an expungement rule, whatever you want to call it, to where if you got an expungement and you are off probation or parole or release, whichever one comes last, for 5 to 7 years, you may be eligible for an expungement. Now, I put in for the expungement and I used a lawyer. I won't say his name, but if you need any information outside of what I'm telling you, or if you need my lawyer's information, just let me know. He's in the state of Indiana. Just go on my description on my page and get my Instagram. But back to it. I put it in for an expungement. Now, that expungement for convicted felons can also restore your gun rights. So mine's it did. So I got my lawyer told me after 30 days, go check your background. If your background comes back clear, you go immediately and try to buy a firearm, and following that, you get directly online and fill out the application for your license to carry, CCW, or whatever you want to call it. So I did that, and basically 61 days after me filling out that application to get my license to carry, I got my license to carry. In states like Kentucky, it's going to be harder. You have to get a pardon from the governor. If you have federal charges, you got to get a pardon from the president. Now, these states like Kentucky, and just having a Fed case, period, is going to make it harder for you to get your gun rights back, because it's not a simple expungement. Every state is not like Indiana. Kentucky, you have to get a pardon from the governor. We all know they don't give many pardons. And another thing is, if you got domestic violence in your background, you put your hands on women, you are not going to get approved for this application. I would be surprised if you do, and they probably going to make you go in front of a judge, because it states in the wording that this doesn't apply to people with charges of domestic violence, which I don't have domestic violence. I don't put my motherfucking hands on women, and I feel like if you do, you don't deserve to have none of that shit anyway. So a quick recap. All you have to do is, if you're in the state of Indiana, get you a simple expungement. If you've been on probation, parole, or been released, whichever one comes last, you'll probably get your license to carry back. And it's a big chance. I would say an 80% chance, depending on your charges. But if you got charges in different counties in Indiana, you might want to get a lawyer, and they can wrap all that together and take care of that. But Kentucky, other states, it's not that simple. You got to get a pardon from the governor. Federal charges, you got to get a pardon from the president. Best thing I can tell you all to do is contact a lawyer and ask him about the how to restore your gun rights in your state or wherever you from. It ain't as hard as some of us may think. It's an intimidating process, because you always feel like, man, I ain't gonna get it back. I felt like that. When I went to that lawyer, I told him, if I can't get my gun rights back, I don't care about having this felony, because a felony is not stopping me from getting a job. But if you all got any questions or anything else you want to ask, go on my description on my page, get my Instagram, which is West End Goldie, West_N_Goldie. And the other one is Stick Talk Tactical. Yeah, I think it's just all one, maybe all one word, or maybe stick__. Well, you know what it is. Man, just contact me, man. I'll give you the information.